Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reviewing a novel by Ola Awonubi. It's called Me Unconditionally. It is a romance novel set in Lagos. This is like my second book written by Ola Awonubi that I'll be reading. Her books are usually centered around strong women. Although they may face challenges, they're women who go through something maybe in their relationship or in their family, and then they still come out strong, and they may not always appear strong, like they may feel under pressure, but they're able to come through either maybe with the support of their friends or just because they're internally independent as people. The novel centers on a central character known as Diola. Diola is a Nigerian living in the UK. She's in a long-term relationship. She's been dating a guy for about 6 years, and they're trying to have a child because the man will not get married to her unless she falls pregnant. So they've been trying and trying, but no child comes. And as the title of the book says, Love Me Unconditionally. So it's looking at the fact that the marriage, he wants to go into a marriage based on a condition that she can have children. He's not looking at it that he loves her unconditionally, on whether she can have children or not. So due to this, there's pressure in the relationship. Of course, they are not able to get along because she's thinking he doesn't really love me, he only loves me because I can have children for him. So they part ways, they break up, and this was a bit of a messy breakup because they've been together for quite some time, and so they part, and she begins to think of what can she do now, and she decides that she wants a change of scenery. So she decides to go to Lagos to work in Lagos, and then she gets to Nigeria and she starts working there. While she's there, she meets another guy who's interested in her, but because of the messy breakup she had before, she's beginning to doubt that, will this man love me? What if I'm not able to have children for him? If I marry him and I can't have children, how is he going to feel? So it follows her becoming a bit insecure about getting married and doubting if someone would actually love her for who she was. And also it looks at the behind the scenes, what was causing her not to conceive in the first relationship, even though I feel it was a great thing that she didn't get pregnant for the man, because the only reason why he wanted to get married with her to her was for her to have his children. So I didn't think that was a worthy reason. So while Diola is in Nigeria, she gets a flatmate, and her flatmate has fibroids. So her flatmate is unwilling to get medical assistance because she feels if she goes to the doctor, they might have to do something that will affect her reproductive system and she wouldn't be able to have children. So you can see that there's like a running theme through the book of women feeling that maybe anything in their medical history might influence their ability to have children. Around the time while I was reading the book, I was listening to a podcast that talked about fibroids. I didn't really know much about fibroids. I just knew that women have excessive bleeding during that time. So the podcast episode I was listening to was by This Afropolitan Life, and it was about fibroids and women not even being able to wear white dresses because they're always scared that they will get stained on the way, or they might always have to have sanitary towels in their bag because they might just start bleeding, and they'll need more of those sanitary products at that time. And I thought it was weaving this female issue into a novel and even on a podcast, I thought it was very important because I'm a young woman and I didn't even know much about it. I just knew about the bleeding. I didn't know how it can affect the way a woman lives her life. Finally, Diola's friend decides to get some medical help. So she decides that she's going to she doesn't actually decide that she needs medical help. She finally has like a breakdown, so she has to be rushed to the hospital, and fortunately they were able to save her life. But one of the things that came up was the question that, is she actually willing to risk her life in the name of, oh, I really want to have children and I don't want to get medical assistance because I might lose my ability to have children. Even though I haven't really researched fibroids thoroughly, so I don't know if there's like medical procedures where a woman can have the fibroids taken out and then still have children. That's a story for another day. Anyway, so the book in itself, I think it's a great book to read because it makes you think about female issues, about having children, and how that also influences the relationships that we have. And it's quite easy to read as well. It's not really deep, something that you think, but it is quite insightful and interesting. I recommend reading it. Right now it's only out as an ebook. The price of the book, I know on Okada Books, which is a Nigerian website, is less than 750 naira. It's about 747 naira, which I think is quite affordable. And on Amazon I checked and it was about £4. So it's only out as an ebook, and I read it on my phone. So I I refuse to get a Kindle, so I just read it on this, and it was quite easy to read. If you're someone who likes paperbacks, you might need to wait till when it comes out in paper format, but besides that, it is on both websites. Do check out the book and let me know what you think about it when you read it. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe.